Hey everybody, welcome back to Lost Mine near Icespire Peak. I'm Meyore, I'll be the Dungeon Master, and I got my wonderful players, Baby Cornboy playing Raz Kalar, KeenBean playing Tordek, and Shark playing Lasio Nilo. Unfortunately, Cardle is not really able to play with us anymore, at least at the time being, just due to life. So, you know, I'll edit that layout eventually.
He should know that D&D takes precedence over life.
Exactly. But last week, let's see what happened. Our group essentially tried to find the miners in Mountain Toad Gold Mine. They did, but they also heard a strange noise, which they ended up following through that lead to find that there was actually a carrion crawler still in the cave, which they easily vanquished without a sweat. And they rescued the miners and essentially led them out to meet their new boss, and may have given them some advice on how they should better negotiate deals and whatnot, and to come call them if they ever need it. And then they finally started making their way back to Phandalin, which is pretty much right where we left off. So before we get in, just don't forget to leave a like down below if you like what you see, comment your thoughts, and maybe subscribe if you want to see more. But let's get to it, boys. You guys have
Hit
just
that motherfucking subscribe button.
Yeah. At least we're past
Smack
8
that.
seconds.
Smash that like button.
Yes, this is the first time I've done this on this channel. I've been doing it for the other game on Swindler's Den for like a week now, so now I'm used to saying
Hell
it.
yes.
Or a couple months. But yeah, let's get into it. You guys just hit Phandalin. Where are you guys headed? Here, let me add you. I don't know. I'll add Bessie here. Oh, that's Mega Bessie. Oh no, I can't edit token settings right now because whatever that bug is. So Bessie's too big. We'll give you guys. We'll put a Raz down for you. There we go.
There I am. I am also quite big.
Yes, you are quite gargantuan right now, but close as we can get.
Alright, I mean, I feel like... what time is it?
So I believe it was like pretty much late afternoon when you guys got back.
I feel like we should find somewhere for our orc friends.
For Gorog, yeah.
For Gorog. Otherwise, you know...
It's gonna get a little awkward.
So maybe we should go to the inn and see if we can get him a room? I don't know.
What friends do we have here?
I mean, if we saved the town from the undead, I feel like everyone should fucking worship us.
It's true, we did do that.
Frankly.
Yeah, so
This
I would
town is not doing
say
enough gratitude, to be honest.
you have pretty good relations with most of the town. I would say probably your staunchest ally at the moment is probably Sildar.
Should we have
oh, go ahead.
Gorog go to the town hall and pretend that he's a prisoner?
I mean, you could, I guess.
Don't traumatize Gorog like that.
Then, you know, once you get inside, you can drop the pretense and let your boy know that he needs somewhere to hide out for now. But yeah, you guys also, Lenine is also very grateful. She's the one who runs the Lion Shield Coster, like your armory and weapon shop.
Yeah.
And the people at Stonehill Inn, I mean, they're thankful for you saving the town, but for the most part, you guys are, customers. But yes, they are also grateful for taking out the red brands, because not only did you take out zombies, you also took out the gang that was plaguing them this whole time.
my personal wildest dream for Gorog is we get him a job as an accountant.
Nice.
I would him to be a historical researcher of some kind.
Yeah, I just want to get him a job with some books,
A true
I just want this
scholar.
guy to thrive.
I like it. I like it. But yeah, other than that, you guys also have my girl Adabra, who appreciates you guys saving her from the Manicore, who sells you potions at the Phandalin Miners Exchange. But also there's Halia Thornton there, who's kind of been a bit of a jackass to y'all.
Yeah, I think maybe
yeah,
we go to Lions Guild Coster, because we probably want to visit there anyway.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's true.
If
Or we could
everyone,
drop him off with Adabra and have him learn about alchemy.
Oh,
shit, dude. That sounds pretty tight, actually.
Oh man, yeah, that is something for sure.
I think
All right.
Gorog would like that.
Well, I guess. So, as we enter town, I'll turn back to Gorog and say, Gorog, just for a moment, do we have like a blanket in the wagon? I don't know what we have in there.
Yeah, I would say with your supplies, one of you has to have some sort of blanket
I mean,
for
we've got like
sleeping.
sleeping gear.
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
have something we
exactly.
can cover him up
Oh,
with.
yeah, true.
Mhm.
See, why don't you just throw this on for a moment? You know how it is.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Towns don't normally like us.
Well, we have some a place you might like, but, you know, just stay undercover in here for now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he gets all covered up. Man tries to shrink low as he can.
We also gotta take this fucking bell to a blacksmith.
That is true. You guys do know the blacksmith as well. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Between these two books, I have two different versions of Phandalin, and one of them mentions some people, and one of them mentions some other people. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you guys also do know Barthen, the guy who's been renting Bessie to you guys this whole time.
True.
Are we heading to Adabra?
Sure,
alright.
we can go there
Yeah.
first.
What do you say, Lausian, as your pals debate where to head?
Nothing yet.
Alright. Lausian stares off into the distance.
I swear to God, if Lausian's playing Space Engineers right now,
I'm actually
I will fucking
not.
kill him.
Oh, that's funny.
Whatever that is.
Whatever that is, yeah. Tordek's like, space engineer.
What the fuck is Space Engineers?
But,
I closed out right when we started up.
Alright.
alright. Yeah, you guys begin to make your way through town, making your way to the Miners Exchange.
Making our way downtown.
Dude, I was
Making
just
away
about to say it and I hated myself.
And I just realized, is Roz the only one that can see this map, or you can all see it, right?
No, I see it. I see you.
Oh,
moving it.
okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you make your way down to the Miners Exchange, easy enough to hitch Bessie, and you guys make your way inside. Who's all going in?
I mean, I'm definitely.
I'll go in, yeah.
Are we bringing Gorog?
I think we was tell Gorog to stay in the cart for a minute.
Alright.
I'll stick behind with Gorog just in case.
Gorog.
No, that's good. All right, Lassie is
I
gonna
like
See if you can get them to make conversation.
Okay. Lausian, what's your favorite color? As you guys head in.
The one that makes you shut up.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, as you hear Lausian kind of crack up in the wagon as you guys enter the Miners Exchange, you are greeted with the typical sight. You know, you got people focusing on gemstones, whatnot, grinding things up. Got some people working in the back. Halia kind of just looks bored behind her desk, and she just You again. And yeah, you
Also,
see.
What do you mean us again?
Oh, don't mind me. It's just been a little upsetting lately. And you see Adabra in the corner, who she says, "Oh, hi guys, you're back. It's been quite exciting since you left."
Shit, I forgot she was in here.
Oh no! This isn't Elsie. She's I think I gave her a British accent.
I'm talking
something
about Halia.
Oh
He's
yeah,
talking about
Halia.
Halia,
Yep. She's not the nicest. But Adabra says, well, I'm glad you're okay. What have you been up to since you've been gone?
We're just gonna keep going.
Man, dangerous now.
There's pop music of the 2000s.
You know, some killing.
Oh, well, I
They
do.
deserved it.
You are quite good at that, Torda.
Yeah, it was mostly just rat extermination. Anyway, we have a favor to ask of you.
Do you need more potions? Is that it, or what? What is it?
Well, maybe, but before that, we've made a friend on our journey, who
he's
would
bad.
like to. What'd you say?
He's bad at
He's bad at what?
Fighting.
Oh.
Yes, he's
Although
a bit
if you
of.
look at him, you would think he'd be very good at it. Not
He's
to
more
be
learning
mystery.
inclined.
Okay. Well, where is this friend?
Is there like a back entrance, maybe, or something?
Oh, well, I have had some time to get some lodgings. Some people have begun to leave town with the threat of the dragon, so Sildar was able to set me up in a small house nearby. What's the matter? She kind of like lowers her voice a little bit, like, is this someone shady or something?
No, he's not shady at all. But, he is of a certain,
So Tordek, do you say that like,
I
normal
say that
volume?
loud. Jordan has no social skills. It's my lowest stat.
Awesome. She kind of like, huh? And then like, you see Halia behind the desk over there. What?
Oh, funny guy, Tordek. Always cracking the jokes. Here, let's go ahead.
I
Let's talk about this.
Oh yes, I've started joking now.
I ain't even gonna make you roll for that because Halia's in her books or whatever, just kind of shakes her head.
Let's talk about this outside. Here, we'll introduce you if you want to come out with us.
Oh, of course. And she follows you guys outside. As you guys get outside, you just hear coming from the cart, what do you do for fun, Lausian?
I stare and think.
Oh, I like to think too.
One
You're
day
like-
you'll get it.
Just kind of like stares at you. We can think together.
Go ahead
As
to the wagon and say, "Well, we have come to relieve you from your torture, Gorak."
oh no, Lausian's great. He doesn't talk much, but he's very firm with his words, and it helps me with pronunciation.
So we'll go ahead and say, Adabra, now, just promise me not to scream.
Okay.
Because Tordek wasn't lying. He is, in fact, an orc.
Tordek doesn't joke.
She'll like kind of take a peek in the wagon. Hello? Gorog kind of, he's like got his blankets up. Chieftain, is it okay to come out?
Yeah, she's afraid, but maybe stay in the cart while you need her.
Okay. And he'll like lift the blanket up to expose his face. Hi, pretty lady. Hi. What is your name? I'm Gorog. I'm a part of Tordek's clan. Oh, really? And she like kind of looks down at you, Tordek.
Oh.
I say, I'm the chieftain because I'm strong.
You are very strong, Tordek.
Now, we did take him in because we did kind of kill his whole tribe.
Oh.
Okay, I'm very strong.
And as you can see, he is still alive, which should be evidence that he's different than the usual kind of orc.
Well, he wouldn't be any trouble, would he?
No, he loves to learn. You could even show him a thing or two about potion making. I'm sure he would enjoy that, wouldn't you, Gora?
Oh, yes. I saw a shaman or two do some things with herbs once. It was very interesting, but he smacked me on the head with his staff because I asked him too many questions.
Lausian says, I wonder what that's like.
Gorog just kind of lets out a That's funny, Lausian.
And then I'll kind of turn my back to Gorog and say, also, I will buy some potions from you. Remind me how much they are again.
Yes, for you, they're 25 gold each. My nice friend discount.
I tell you what, I will buy 3 potions, and I will throw in 10 extra gold to look after our friend here.
Oh, wow. Well, that's... Yes, I could definitely do that. Of course. Yes, let me run in and get what you need. At least at the moment, I only have 4 total. No, sorry, it's been a couple weeks. But you know, people get scrapes and bruises and come for things. Yeah, I have about 5. So yeah, I can go get those 3 for you, and then I could show you to my place, and we can set up Gorog. I assume you don't want to sit
Sounds
out
good.
in the open too much.
No, that sounds great, and maybe we can just keep him covered up, and if anyone asks, he's just a very tall man with a skin disease.
Of course. And she kind of like turns around and kind of tries to go back in the building nonchalantly. And after like a minute or two, she comes out and presents you with 3 potions of healing, which I guess you spend, 105 gold on?
That would be 85 gold, sir.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where the hell I was getting that from. Oh, you were throwing 10 gold on the top, not 10 gold on each potion. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
Gotcha. 10
Gotcha.
gold on top of each potion? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you're paying her real nice for watching after Gorog.
I'm showing off my dog.
All right, I have done my calculation, so I'm all good.
All right, I'm just dragging
Gold's
the
in.
potions of healing to your sheet. Alright, sweet. 3 potions of healing.
It
Awesome.
keeps resetting the gold to 0 now that I've changed it.
Wait, what? Oh, that's odd. What was it? 153?
Oh, wait, now I got it.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
I don't think we ever found any platinum, did we?
Not yet. No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Sorry if there's any technical issues this episode. Foundry's in the process of updating to version 11, so that's kind of screwing with a bunch of things, even though I haven't personally updated that version. Alright. Yeah, so she hands those over. Okay, this way. And, she leads you, you know, a little bit further, northeast, and... Oh, actually, sorry, that's like the loggers' camp right there. She leads you up behind Lenine's, and there is a small little cottage that she has here on the western side of town, not too far from the Miners' Exchange. And she says, well, this is me. Here, just bring him in quickly, won't you? And she runs over and like unlocks the door and kind of like waves for you guys to come inside. And like, are you guys like, I don't know, like Weekend at Bernie's in Gorog, like kind of like walking next to him, trying to like hide him or something?
Yeah,
or...
we sort of usher him in, sort of guarding his side.
Gotcha. Yeah, the group heads in. Lausian, are you joining in? You kind of like getting in the back so no one sees?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
I'll do that. Lausian will do that.
Lausian will. Perfect. All right. So yeah, the group kind of gets, you know, you like kind of get ready for Gorog to come out. He's like, oh, okay, and he like has the blanket over his head. It's like, since he is a little bit bigger than you guys, it's like his legs are kind of showing, but like his, you know, he's at least got his like upper torso and head covered. And you guys usher him into the building. Like, notice like maybe a person walking by just kind of like lifts an eyebrow at that as they walk by, but also this is a world where half-orcs are at least relatively welcome in society, so they don't think too much of it as they pass on by, and you get them inside Adabra's home.
The half-orcs feet that are more of dicks than normal ones. Right.
That's why they fit in.
But, let's see. Yeah, you guys enter. It's you know, it's a small little place, just a nice little fireplace, table. Pretty basic in here. But yeah, she's well, Gorog, I have a spare cot that you can use. This should do you okay. And honestly, with the money that they've given me, I might just stay at the inn, so you have some privacy. But yes, I can show you things about herbs and whatnot. But for now, I do have to go continue my work, so you'll just have to stay here for now. I do have a few books that you can read. Can you read? Oh, yes, some. Roz was teaching me. Oh, well, good on you, Roz.
I am non-discriminatory.
Oh, sorry. Those
We even made friends with this weirdo. No point to Nyrad.
Well, yes, because Nyrad is still with you guys.
Still.
Yes, he is. So, yeah, he just kind of lets out a chuckle, and, yeah, she says, well, I should probably be getting back now. Gorog, here's the lock. You just twist this here. You think you'll be okay for the next few hours? I can probably bring back some food later. Oh, yes, thank you. And, go ahead.
I'll also say, Gorog, if anything goes wrong, take this, and I'll give him the sending stone for now.
Oh, nice. Oh, what is this? And he kind of like holds it up. It's a pretty rock, chieftain.
Yes, if you put it by your ear, you can talk into it, and Tordek will hear you, and he can talk back.
Oh. He like lifts it up. Chieftain. Chieftain, can you hear me?
And I pull mine out and go, I hear you. And then I put it down and I reach up and grab his shoulders and say, I know I am your chieftain, but more than that, you are my friend.
My old chieftain never let me be friends. You're sure?
Yes, you may not be good at fighting, but your heart is.
Oh, thank you, chieftain. And he kind of pats his chest with his fist. You're a good chieftain.
But while I am gone, she is your temporary chieftain.
Yes, chieftain. Thank you, Chieftain Atterborough. Yes, alright, that's fine with me, I suppose. Well, thank you, and I'm glad to help, with this. Do you have any idea how long you might need him to stay here?
Just for a day or two while we get our affairs settled, and then, we'll take him back with us. Hopefully he can learn something from those books of yours.
Yes, here's hoping. Yes, that's more than
we have
fine.
some things we have to take care of to take down the dragon. So, worst case scenario until the dragon's gone. Or we're all dead.
Oh, well, hopefully nothing like that happens. But, alright, well, I hope it's getting late. It is getting a little bit late. I hope you have a good rest of your days then. And, I'll take good care of Gorog and but for now, farewell, everyone, and, she'll, kind of start walking back to the shop. Oh, and she, as she's leaving, she just kind of says, oh, and don't forget to say hi to the new mayor for me. And she heads on back to her shop. Well, not her shop, but Halia's shop.
Did she say new mayor? Is that Sildar? I guess we should find out.
I don't like new people.
I mean, not that getting what's his name out of their Harwin is a problem. He was a moron, but.
All right. So. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'll say. Well, should we go drop off this bell for melting down, if possible, and then go talk to Sildar?
Yes. Let's get our money.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. So, you guys are headed to the blacksmith first, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you ride on around. It's a little bit later in the day, but the shops are still kind of open for now. As you pull up there, let's see. We have... Oh my god, I'm trying to remember what this blacksmith's name was. It's been literally so long since y'all were in Phandalin. Let's see here. This is, I should have it. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That is, I'm just having a major, whoopsie moment here. Let's see here. The oh, okay, I feel better. He doesn't have a name. He's just the Smithy. All right, yeah. Oh yeah, cause oh shoot, you guys did talk to him before, because he was able to essentially weld the blade onto your pistol.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Mazza. That's his name, because he took over. Yeah, Mazza sees you guys coming. It's been too long, so forgive me if it's totally different. Oh, what can I do you for, guys? It's been a while.
Found out in the chat on his inconsistency.
Yeah, roast him. Okay.
Roast him.
Well, we've got a bit bigger job for you this time.
Oh, yeah, the pistol wasn't too much of a worry before. What's this?
I'll tell you what, come take a look.
Oh, all right. And he
Gordak
kind
once
of...
again goes, it's an orc.
Is that a
Hey,
name
that time
for
it really
your-
was a joke. A good one.
It was a joke.
Yeah, and he like walks to the back of the wagon, which I guess y'all weren't like covering that or anything, were you?
I guess not.
Whoa!
Is it a covered wagon or an open wagon?
It's a covered wagon. Yeah, y'all got a good old Oregon Trail.
We weren't covering it anymore. Probably.
Yeah, it's just in the wagon.
Gotcha. Whew, yeah, let's out of... Oh man, Discord and OBS can't pick up on whistles,
The
apparently.
limiter you got.
Yep. But he lets
Oh,
out
are
a
you
nice little
whistling?
whistle. Yep, like a ooh whistle.
Does it seriously not come through?
At least for me, how my settings are. It's like, because I think there's that noise suppression thing, so if it detects a certain sound that sounds very similar for like more than a second, it just cuts it out.
Really? That's crazy. All right.
Yeah, because I did not hear your whistle. But yeah,
Oh,
he's
shit,
like,
alright.
oh, look at that. Wow. Is that what I think it is? And he like pulls off one of his tools off his belt and kind of like gives it a little tap, like tries to get like a shaving of it, like kind of inspects it, pulls down one of them little monocle things. And wow, this is solid gold, guys. You know that, right?
Well, I'd like to see somebody try to take it. You should see what we did to get this thing.
I can only imagine. What, you kill that dragon or something? Was this in his horde?
No, not yet. Maybe someday.
Oh, alright.
Really just a bunch of orcs.
Whew, jeez. Well... Oh, this has gotta be worth quite a bit. I'd say, whew, jeez. Like, tries to, like, lift it. Oh, it's a little heavy. Whew, with what you got here, jeez, I gotta say this thing is at least gotta be worth, oh, man, gotta be enough gold to be worth about 2,500 gold pieces, honestly.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Roz is going to go, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, this is
Wow.
quite the find, guys.
Okay, should we, what do we do?
I mean, I don't personally even have this much on me. I mean, if I had that much, I'd take a vacation, a long one. But
Know someone who could be sold to? Raz is the talking one, but I would think maybe there's a percentage fee for you helping sell it.
oh, I mean, yeah, I could
Or at least for melting it down.
yeah, I could at least melt it down into maybe bars for you. I don't really have any sort of coin press. Lord Neverember would have my head if I was minting my own coins. But
See, with that kind of money, we should start our own business.
Yeah, I mean, you honestly could. You know, we got people leaving town all the time. I'm sure you might even be able to take over one of these old buildings. Start selling treasures from your adventures or something like that. But yeah, I mean...
I would sell the heads of the red guard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know. There's some strange people out there. I mean, you might find a seller. I hear necromancers are always looking for parts. But he says, well, oh, geez, guys, yeah, I could melt this down for you. Start making some bars.
Well, do you feel safe having this much gold here at the same time?
Honestly, it is a little frightening now that you mention it.
I'm just gonna look around and see if anyone's listening.
Yeah, oh, jeez. I mean, I could maybe do it. I mean, you guys are pretty tough, right? If you guarded me while I did it, it'd probably take like a day or two to get all this done.
I tell you what, Nyrad, we are no closer to finding somebody who can, I guess, revive your brother's corpse from his decayed arm or whatever you're doing. We could always come back and get you, you know, if we find somebody, and you can help this man by guarding his establishment here.
Oh, yeah, that would work fine with me. What do you say, Nyrad? Sure, you know, can just shave a little bit off, just have a little payment, that'll be fine. Yeah, I could give you, you know, couple gold each day for your troubles. I know you mercenary types need a bit of payment for your services.
Yeah, he definitely does.
He's poor.
This man has no money.
Yeah, Nyrad kind of like looks at you guys and he just like nods his head like, yeah. You know, I could try to goof Cardle's voice here. Yeah, guys, oh, I'll do that. Yeah, he accepts the deal.
Okay, but you have to be inconspicuous or people will know. So, I don't know. What do you think? What's his name? Maza?
Oh, yeah, Maza. Mm-hmm.
Maybe he should just like pretend to work here or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I could show you a few things around the forge, and you know, it's not too strange to see weapons hanging about in a smithy, so you can always have your gear nearby if anything happens. That's a good idea, Roz. That's good thinking.
All right, it's settled then.
Yeah, I mean, a couple days work on this. You know, I could probably get this done for you for, I ain't about to try to bargain with you guys over this for whatever the hell you had to do to get this. So yeah, I'd say about 10 silver would probably be enough for 2 days' work.
Nonsense. You said this is worth 2,500 gold?
Yeah.
How much is 10 silver in gold? Like, what's the percentage?
1 gold.
It's 1 gold?
Yeah. This is the thing that people always forget about D&D, is like literally typical stuff is actually not that expensive, right? Like your average like working guy, he makes on average 2 silver a day. And like your meals, like a modest meal is like 3 silver. That's like pretty nice, you know? Oh, that's for 3 meals, sorry. So meals only like 1. So like when people tip like a waitress like 5 gold, You just like gave that person like freaking a month's wages at least.
Yeah.
So they're like, woo! They are very happy to serve you.
I mean, look, I'll let Raz tell this guy what he's worth, because Raz is he was going. Raz knows shit, man. As far as I'm concerned.
Well, 10 silver's not fair at all.
Oh, I mean,
Listen, you are putting your hard-earned labor into this project, okay? So, let's make a deal here. How about you get, let's say, 150 gold?
His like jaw like drops.
Never mind, that's not divisible by 3, and that would be weird. So how about you take 250 gold?
Drops even further. He falls to his knees. He like grabs kind of at your cloak. Guys, I don't know how to thank you enough. Of course I'll do this for you. I'll do this for you.
I'm not sure we have the gold on us, but perhaps it could be in the equivalent of the gold bars you melt for us.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
I can.
About 10% of this here bell, and I'll slap it.
Yeah, I know a thing or two. I know a thing or two about slave wages, and you were offering slave wages.
Oh my god. Yeah, he almost he wipes a single tear out of his eyes. He
You
stands
undersell
up.
your skill.
Indeed. And that would still leave 750 gold for each of us, I believe.
Yeah, you guys would be set. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, did you say you were dividing that by 3, by the way? Or no, you were okay. Never mind.
It was 2,500, right? And then take away 250, then that's 2,250.
Yeah,
divided
so
by
you're
3 is
splitting it up.
750. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, so also though, don't you have a 4th companion technically
Oh,
who's
true.
looking at you kind of funny?
Oh shit. Right. How about you have 300 gold?
It's like the guy's trying not to have a stroke.
There we go. And then we can each get 550 gold.
Dang, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, Nyrad yeah, that sounds about right.
What do you
That
think,
sounds about
Kordak? Does
right.
that sound good to you?
I think the blacksmith deserves that money.
Whew. Oh my god. You just made this guy's whole day, whole month, whole year. Are you in agreement with the terms, Lausian?
Yes, Lausian is good with the terms.
Alrighty.
I did not become an adventurer to hoard my wealth.
Yeah, we are trying to kill a dragon, not be a dragon.
Oh, that one's actually pretty good, Tordek. Oh, thanks you guys. Yeah, he says, yeah, you fellas, can you just help me get it in the shop at least?
Sure, and let's see. Lausian has minor illusion, right?
Oh, he does.
I'll go to him and say, Lausian, my friend, do you think you can somehow distract or mask what we're doing here so that people don't see the bell going into the shop? I know you have weird, something you do. I don't know what it is.
Let's see. Let me look it over really quick. Where the hell is it?
It'd be in your spell.
Oh, there it is. I see it. I was looking at my spells. It's a cantrip. I always forget it's that.
Ah, yep.
Okay, so... I don't know, Michael. Can you use this to create like a fog or anything like that? Or is it kind of just like an image of something?
Let's see. You create a sound or an image. Lasts for, let's see, it lasts for a minute. You can create an image of an object such as chair, muddy footprints, small chest, must be no larger than a 5-foot cube, which I think the bell definitely fits in that. Wasn't a huge one. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it like dissipates, it's just that something is sticking out of it. So you guys could definitely, like, I don't know what you want to disguise this as necessarily, but you could cast an illusion over this bell, and as long as you guys are kind of trying to interact with the illusion in a way that looks about right, I don't think people would think twice.
Alright, I'll go ahead and ask, what should I disguise it as?
Up to you, my friend. You're creative.
He is I think he's the smartest one of the group, technically, at least if we go by intelligence.
I don't even know how what you're doing works.
Alright.
Yeah,
I will just disguise it as a giant wooden crate. Like over it.
Cool, yeah, we'll say that,
because it's only gonna be 5 feet. How big is the
the bell fits in a 5-foot cube, I would say. It wasn't too big. That shrine was like not a huge, or temple, shrine of sorrows, yeah, whatever. It wasn't like a huge, you know, not a big bell. They weren't that fortunate. But yeah, so like a crate, I guess, would kind of, yeah, because if y'all want to like grab it from the base, where y'all are interacting with the bottom of the crate, and then it's like the top that's like a little thinner, no one's worrying about that since that's faced upwards. Yeah, that would work totally fine. So yeah, Lausian, easy enough. You cast an illusion of a crate over this bell, and who's like lifting it out of there? I don't think it's super heavy.
I'm gonna say, Rod's gonna say, "Wow, look at that!" And then he's going to try to grab it and just put his hands through the wall of the crate.
Yeah.
And be like,
yeah.
"Oh shit! Okay, let's see. How does this work, Lausian?"
You gotta grab the base, and I'll adjust the illusion slightly so it looks like you're carrying the wood on the base of the crate.
Okay. Will do. And then he'll go and grab the base of the bell.
Nice. Yeah, you like noticed as you like pulled your fingers out of it, like you see the little like blue aura where your fingers were poking through. But yeah, so I guess Tordek, Nyrad, probably y'all are picking this bad boy up and taking it inside.
Yeah.
All right. Just for funsies, how about you guys give me a strength check? I guess I technically need your tokens on here anyways, for you to do checks.
Can we do it from our character sheet still?
Oh yeah, you could do that too, actually.
Yeah, I can do it for my character sheet for you.
Does Lausian have to focus on keeping the illusion good, or can he also lift and do it?
Oh, if you want to lift too, you can as well, I think, because minor illusion.
I popped out my character sheet this time.
Oh, that's interesting.
For you.
Minor illusion doesn't need concentration even. That's funny.
That's what I saw. It's kind of weird. I was just kind of asking since it sounds like I'm gonna have to be moving this illusion with them. Because you know.
Oh, yeah, you have a point.
Because I'm assuming I'm gonna have to try and keep the base towards the base of the bell, so look, you know, I'm assuming no one's gonna be looking too closely because it's just a crate, but still.
That is interesting. Yeah. So, yeah. We'll just say here. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
And we'll just see how easy it is for you to maintain it as you try to move along with this. It's not gonna be a hard one. You're not in any stressful kind of situation.
Well, I'm pushing it, and it's not wanting to roll.
Oh,
Athletic?
really?
What the hell? Yeah, no, this is broken. Because you just pushed the attribute on the card,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
so
I
like you
pushed the
just
attribute
click
on
the word. Yeah, like Arcana.
Yeah, sadly it is not working.
Oh, what the hell? It's not
It
working for
broke
me
for me.
either. Wait, do any of your other skills work? What the?
Let me try one. Hang on.
That is so strange.
Oh, now mine aren't working.
Oh
Yeah.
my. All right.
Your
Well,
skills?
Foundry.
Oh, I can do like strength. I can do just like straight up stat checks, but I can't do the specialization like medicine or nature or anything.
I just rolled a 20.
Nice. That
And
works
my
too.
Kana is +7, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so
Plus 7?
temporarily, it will work again if I turn off the tidy 5e sheets. So let me just change that for everybody really quick, to go back to that for now. And that will
Okay.
apparently fix that. Oh, these poor ugly sheets. Yes, so let's see, you rolled a 20, and your Arcana, I believe, is what, like a +6, I think?
Mine says +7
Oh,
after.
+7, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very easy. You all join in the effort. Yeah, with Raz's strength, everybody focusing together, it's not crazy heavy. It's very easy for you guys to move this into the shop.
Tordek's still worn out from his arm wrestle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raz definitely feel
Tordek's
like...
fucking exhausted.
Yeah, Raz and Nyrad and Lausine are definitely picking up a bit more of the slack from Tordek. Yeah, you guys are able to lift it in, and Lausine, you're able to maintain your illusion as it moves with you guys as you go dump it in his workshop. Yeah, the only slightly unfortunate thing, well, I guess he can break it down and then like melt down those pieces where it's less conspicuous. Because his
Well,
his
I'm
forge
leaving
and
it up to
whatnot is
Mazza.
outside. Yeah, Mazza, he'll get it done. He's earning that money. He said, yeah, just leave it in here and whew. Good job, guys. That I don't think anyone saw.
Great, you said 2 days?
Yeah, should only take me about 2 days. And don't you worry, I'm gonna put in the hours on this one. Make sure I get it done nice and quick for you.
Raz just wants to go out front and just look around to make sure nobody was spying on us.
Gotcha. Yeah. Give me a perception. All right. I mean, hey, pretty good. Yeah. As you look around, you don't really see anyone necessarily looking dead at you. Although you do notice, kind of from the south, kind of as if you look out, you see a woman turn away, who she does appear to be in this kind of like robes that you would usually see on like a priestess of something. You haven't really spoken to her before, but you have seen her usually in the center of town near a little shrine. But other than that, it doesn't really look like anyone was paying you any mind.
Alright, I'm gonna tell Tordek, let me just go take a look at something real quick, and I'm gonna run off in her direction.
Gotcha.
Friends.
All right. Yeah, you head down there, and she is as you kind of move, she's actually kneeled down to pray at her shrine.
Let's see.
And
just
as you get closer, you would see that This does appear to be a young elven woman. She's got nice brunette hair, and yeah, doesn't look too out of the ordinary as she sits in her kind of they're not super gaudy robes, pretty kind of like not sackcloth either, but pretty standard for like a priestess. Nothing too exorbitant. Yeah, what do you do?
I guess I'll go up to her and say, "Excuse me, I can't help but ask, what god is it that you are praying to?"
Oh, well, this shrine is actually dedicated to Tamora. She's the goddess of luck and good fortune. She honestly helps us all. You know, you can't say that you've never been in a scrape where you didn't need just a little bit of luck. Maybe that sword missed by just a hair?
That sounds like a good idea. Do you mind if I pray with you here for a moment?
Oh, yes, of course. I would always welcome one more into the flock.
Okay, then Raz is gonna start to get into prayer pose.
Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, she kneels down as well. And then are you kind of just like waiting on her instruction on how it goes?
I'm going. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, she will just she's like, oh well. So first, you just you place your hand right here on the shrine, and then you and she gives you like some basic like lines that some of these have. Gives you some regular lines of one of their more standard prayers, just kind of excitedly, and then she says, all right, well, I'll start, and she starts getting into it. What are you doing?
I do just kind of, I'm watching her and listening to her, but also trying to see if she looks like nervous that I came over to talk to her, like she had been watching us or something.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Here, give me an insight. Which I forget I have the ability to do. Alrighty. So it would appear that she is a little fidgety, but it's kind of hard to say if that is anxiety or possibly excitement. It's definitely not just her, you know, her emotions aren't flat, I guess you could say.
Okay. I'm going to say, not used to people asking how to pray at the shrine.
Yeah, she like wraps it up. She just says, we do get a few here and there who appreciate it. But you know, like seems like with most religions these days, it's kind of a flip of the coin, you might say, if someone actually will believe. I mean, obviously, we do know that the gods are here. We see their effects, but with so many, it's hard to choose. And then some people even wonder if they should choose any.
Sometimes it seems I wish I could feel their effects a bit less.
Oh, you've had experiences with them.
Perhaps. What's the god's name again? That's the evil thunder god?
Oh, that's Talos.
I guess I'll say, have you ever heard of Talos?
She kind of like spits on the ground. Ah, what a bastard god.
Say I am inclined to agree. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course. And as you start to turn around, she says, wait. I'm sorry. I may have been observing you earlier. I was trying to think of best how to approach you, because I've seen you around town, and Sildar has mentioned you all and what a good help you've been, and I mean, I do now know that you were the ones who helped take down the Red Brands, and I mean, that's all anyone can really ask for. I was wondering if possibly, folks such as yourself, you might be able to help me with something?
Well, we've got a bit of a busy schedule, but, you know, we might be able to if it's on the way.
Oh, okay. Now just tell me if it's too much. But you guys seem like you can handle yourselves. So I've actually recently been looking for a book. A spell book, if you will. And, well, I know this is kind of crazy, but I've heard rumors that a banshee might have the book, or at least know of where it is.
A banshee, you said?
Yes, I know, not someone you would really want to have any dealings with. But this one I've heard, she might not be so bad. She's been living out east, near Conneberry, I've heard, at least for quite some time. I believe she goes by the name of Agatha?
Oh, you don't say.
Yes, I was planning on bringing her something. And she like pulls out this jeweled silver comb. I know she's a little bit vain, I've heard, and I was hoping to offer her this, but I don't know myself going and with this dragon about, and I've heard that there's been a lot of trouble with orcs out on the east, and I'm not sure I'd make it back.
Well, the orc problem might be solved, but I wouldn't go.
Oh.
So if you'd like, we have a couple things to do, and I think I know the area that you are talking about. If you'd like, we could stop by there and try to see if we can figure something out for you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Here, and she hands you the comb, and she says, I only have one now that I can offer you. I can pay you the rest afterwards, but I hope this potion of healing could help. She offers that as well as I just think of it as a down payment on your services.
That could always help. Thank you.
Of course. And she hands you the comb and the potion of healing.
Nice. So, well, thank you for your time. I will have to go rejoin my group. Oh yeah, what book is it?
Yes, so let's see. It is...
I realize I'm not in this conversation. I just feel like she...
No, you're good. You're good. Thank you for reminding me. She says, well, it's a spell book that belonged to a mage known as Bowgentle. If what I've heard is correct about Agatha, she should be able to deduce where it is or if she has it from that name alone. That should help her divine where it is if she doesn't already have it in her possession.
Bowgentle. Interesting name. What kind of book is this that you're looking for?
Oh, it's a mage's spell book.
Alrighty. Well, we'll take a look and see what we can find. Next time we're in Phandalin, it might be sometime, but I will bring you news.
Of course. And she says, well, thank you again for this. And she'll say, oh, before you go, and she'll just kind of like grab your hand. She says, blessings of Tamora be upon you. And I would say that you do feel just kind of like a strange sensation as she goes back. And what I would say is well, I guess the easiest way to do this is just to give you inspiration if you don't already have it, but it's like not going to count.
I do have it.
Yeah, so it's so it's not technically inspiration, but we'll just treat its effects as an inspiration because now you'll be able to re-roll a roll. And it's not technically inspiration, so you have inspiration and that as you feel good.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Nice. All right. Is that in my inventory somehow?
Yeah, I'll add it. However, I can do that.
Okay.
I'll just add it like an equipment or something.
All right, then I'll run back to the group.
Alrighty. Yeah, you run on back. You guys see as Naira or Roz comes back.
Who was that?
Oh, just a priestess. She gave us something to do. Turns out she knows our banshee friend, Thordek.
How does she know Agatha?
Well, I think more that she was wanting to ask her a question. She gave us this, and I'll show him the comb. And I'll say, maybe after we find Agatha's sisters and return to her, she'll be in a good mood, and we can ask her what this priestess wants to know.
I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like she wants more company.
No, so I told her to stay here, and we can make her inquiries.
I guess it couldn't hurt.
All right then. Well, off to talk to Sildar, I suppose.
All right. Are y'all cool? So heading to Sildar. Let's see. Is his shop close enough? He's busy inside. He wouldn't have noticed it yet. Okay, yeah. So.
Yeah.
Oh no, I meant for Barthen if he saw you guys. But yeah, you guys begin heading down to the Town Master's Hall. Where are you guys all going in?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so you guys hitch Bessie up and you enter the Town Master's Hall.
Yeah.
So as you enter, you will see that sitting at the Town Master's Hall desk is Sildar. Which, he was kind of taking residence here, so that's not too strange. And he looks up and says, "Oh, welcome back. It's so good to see you all. I trust your venture out east was fruitful."
You could say that. It's been a while.
Oh, that's good to hear. I lost my voice there for a moment. Oh, a frog in my throat. That is good. So, I did receive Big Al recently, so I know that went well. He said that you had dealt with a shrine to the south. That is quite interesting. How did it go with Donjon and the mine?
He's weaker than
What was that?
He's weaker than me, Donjon.
Oh, I'm sure it's hard to find someone as strong as you, Tordek.
Like to know.
Of course.
The mine had a bit of a rat problem, but we took care of it.
Oh, interesting. Well, I guess, it's a job well done for getting him there. Well, let's see. So, Jeez, I'm trying to think. Yeah, so, because you guys already did those things, and then he had sent you out on that and that. Okay, so, yeah, of course. So for the ranch and helping Big Al, here's 100 gold for that. And for the helping out Don John, there is another 100 there as well. So he hands
Total,
it out to you
right?
guys. Yeah. So for 200 total. And Nyrad is hanging out with the blacksmith at this point.
We'll take Nyrad's portion, give it to him later, maybe.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, what?
Could I add that, Michael, or were you adding it?
You can add it to your sheet. That's fine.
How much is that? You said 200 total. There's
so 50 each, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is, hiding in the top now. Okay, cool. Yeah, so for your temporary older like white sheets, the gold is at the top instead of the bottom of your inventory now.
Wait, sorry. I see my gold on the bottom of my...
Yeah, I still have my old sheet.
Oh, interesting. So it's just for me that I changed that. Whoops. Okay. It's
working
fine.
now.
Oh, that's good. As long as it's working for somebody.
I think
Okay.
I'm at 199 now. I forgot what I was just at for some reason, and I'm not sure if I added that correctly.
Oh,
I thought I was at 149.
I have no idea.
That's alright.
Yeah,
If
it's
anything,
probably.
I'm off by like 4.
Yeah, I'm not gonna come at you for taxes or nothing. Oh, that makes sense, because Roz has about 200 gold himself. Lausian, were you able to
Yeah.
add your 50 gold?
Nope, I'll do that now.
Awesome. Oh my god, once Nyrad
I'm so
gets his
used to being
portion-
done for me.
I know, right? Man, such an overbearing DM. How dare I?
Right?
But yeah, so awesome. You guys are actually doing pretty good gold-wise now. Well, you'll do even better once you get that bell.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. So he hands you that, and he says, "Have you seen the storm? I had some scouts. It almost looks like it's coming this way to the southwest."
It's moving.
Yes. Were you ever able to figure out any sort of connection, or what you dealt with at the shrine? I know that Big Al had mentioned orcs. Was there? What are they up to? They seem almost more organized than late. I know obviously some might have been run out by the dragon intervening in things, but I don't know, it seems suspicious to me.
Well, it seems there are some half-orcs in their midst who seem to be running things now.
Oh, I see. They've taken leadership then. Do you know their intentions?
Not exactly. We know that they are Talos worshippers, and it seems their prayers are working.
Oh, that is not good news. Oh, I'm not the most religious man you'll ever meet, but I do know that Talos is definitely not someone you want knocking on your doorstep. And besides, we have enough problems on our hand as is. The dragon has been raiding our farms and stealing more cattle. The people are somewhat anxious, which has, in a way, helped me get a few more recruits to our city guard that we're slowly bolstering, and has helped. I'm sure you saw on the way in, but we have tried to at least get some temporary wooden walls set up. Obviously, it's no match for the mighty stone walls that might have been here years and years ago, but it's something.
Were there gnomes here?
So there is a gnome who is I'm like trying to say lumberjack, but he's the carpenter.
The inventor, like tinkerer. No?
Oh yes, I forgot. Yes, you guys did say you were gonna say that. Yes. I guess you didn't say that in character or whatever. But yes, those gnomes would have most likely arrived by now as well. At least the ones that got sent to help. And kind of as you saw, no, screw it. That would have been part of it. They would have helped. He says, honestly, it's been great. Ever since those gnomes arrived, they've been able to help our processes quite a lot. Bringing some strange inventions, but technology moves ever forward, I guess. And he says they have definitely helped with the process of building up defenses. Even had some strange... I guess to them it might be a ballista, but to us it was the size of crossbows. Some strange multi-firing crossbow contraption.
Yes, I believe that nearly took my head off.
Oh dear. Well, they have been quite some help. I actually have sent quite a few scouts out in the area ever since, well, I guess I should say I did have a bit of a promotion while you were away. You see, with the increasing dragon attacks and everything else going on, the town's people began to be a little bit worried about the direction that Harbin was taking the town in. And surprisingly, Halia Thornton, she suggested an emergency election for who would be the new mayor of the town. But I guess I've made a good impression, because I didn't even put myself forward, but I was suggested by the people. I guess maybe they appreciate my connection to you folk. But somehow I won. Halia wasn't too far behind, but Harbin was dead last.
Figured she'd put herself in. Well, congratulations, my friend.
Well, thank you. But with this new power, I was able to send some scouts out in the surrounding areas to see what I could find, anything that could possibly help us in our fight. And I did find a hermit in the woods who had said he had had a run-in with you. He apologized.
Yes.
Once he knew that our scout was from Phandalin, he said for him to send word back to us. He had a few things to say that I think you might find of interest. One, he mentioned that he was terribly sorry that he did not have time in the chaos of your meeting to mention, but he did actually know the location of Cragmaw Castle. And he kind of points. It should be right here in the woods.
Yeah, he's a little late on that one, but that's all right.
Oh, well, I guess that is good that you have found that out. I haven't approached it myself. If Gundren is there, I would hate for a large force to scare the goblins into anything rash. But he also mentioned something else, that not too far off the Tribor Trail, that you would find spines jutting out from the ground, and that if you were to investigate further, you might find a passage below. Something about finding something capable of slaying a dragon?
That sounds helpful.
Yes, if it's a weapon mighty enough to take down a dragon, that's certainly worth investigating. And he kind of points to a spot on the map. Says that you should be able to find it around here somewhere. I didn't quite have time to send anyone out, as, I am quite short-staffed with everything going on. But, yes, you should find something there that should help you in your fight against him. And he also says, I also had a contact. His name is Falcon. I know, quite a exciting name, to say the least, but he has been an excellent hunter and who has helped me in the past, so he actually has a lodge not too far north in the woods, but he says that he's been attacked by orcs and spellcasters recently, but I guess maybe could these be your half-orcs? Were they capable of magic?
Indeed they were.
Oh my, he said that there was an old dwelling to the northeast of his location. If you could find that and take care of it, I'm sure he would be willing to assist you, more than likely. I just know that he does seem to have some bad blood with him. And as he kind of, he points on the map where the lodge is, but he doesn't in particular know where this ruined building is, other than it is somewhere to the northeast of his lodge. He does say if you want to aid him with that, you can definitely speak with him. Maybe you could even get him to come back if he knows that it's safe to leave his lodge. I know he doesn't want to leave it to be attacked by anyone. It is quite nice. Also, there is something actually quite important that I would like to ask of you all. With the dragon and how close its attacks are getting, I need somewhere to evacuate the people if the time comes for it, or even just a place to temporarily move them while you guys deal with this threat. You gentlemen, sorry, guys, is not something he would say. Anyways, he says there is a dwarven fortress in the mountains to the south of Phandalin. It's been abandoned to the best that I could tell for many years, but it is quite large, and I don't have quite the manpower to go clear it out myself. For I would be willing to pay you 250 gold if you could go and make sure that this fortress is safe for us to habitate. Hopefully, the sooner you could do this, the better. I know that you have to help your friend, and I can maybe hold off for just some time, but this is quite important to me. As mayor, I need to make sure that these people are safe if the dragon does attack. Oh, sorry. And as he points on the map, because yes, he's showing you where all this stuff is. It's like, I know that it is in this area, roughly. He points, and it does appear to be kind of where he's pointing reminds you of where Agatha had pointed on her globe about one of her sisters being.
I thought maybe this was where we met Free.
Oh, yes, that would have been a little bit to the west.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So is that something you could help me with? Just one more effort from you all? I know you've done so much for the town already, but I could use this. You're good men.
I believe we could. Yes, we could go look there, and I believe before not too long I will have to go take a look at the storm.
Yes, that is troubling. Well, sounds like your most immediate threat. I mean, if Gundren is held by these goblins, I would hate for him to be lost again. It is a good lead, at least. I won't hold it against you if you want to go investigate that first. And then once you bring him back safely, you can help me with this fortress situation.
Yes, we probably should. Gundren has been missing for some time.
I pray for his safety. Well, thank you again. I know the hour is late. I hope you have a nice warm bed at Stonehill Inn.
Not yet, but I'm sure there's one.
That's good to hear. Well, I thank you again, gentlemen. But unfortunately, duty calls. I need to go begin some late evening drills with the men. And, go ahead.
No, nothing.
Oh, yeah, so he says, well, I thank you, and I'll be off. And he
I'll say, before you go, any updates on our missing prisoner?
Oh, yes. I was questioned by a representative of Neverwinter as to why they were unable to bring in this prisoner. Unfortunately, I believe Yarno is still at large. I do remember Castor had mentioned before he lost consciousness hobgoblins. I wonder if there might be a connection with Cragmaw, possibly. I can't afford the men at the moment. But if you can track him down, I would more than appreciate it. I've heard that with how things are going down in this area, Lord Neverember is thinking of potentially visiting Phandalin. I think he might try to end its independence and take it under his rule, since we clearly cannot defend ourselves. I hope to show him wrong, but we'll see.
To be honest, at this point, I'd like to see him try to defend it.
Yes, we shall see. I've heard rumors of a trip being planned. I'm just not certain how soon he will arrive. But, I apologize. I must leave. I apologize I don't have more for you, but the instant he's seen in Phandalin, I will have him apprehended at once. Even if I have to do it with my own 2 hands. Then he kind of grits his teeth. Clearly still a little bit ashamed that someone he knew would turn to this banditry, essentially.
Well, we will go to Cragmaw and see if we can't find him ourselves.
Alright, that sounds like a plan. Well, and he kind of gestures for everybody to head out with him. And as you all do, you kind of see off in the town square that there do appear to be several young, old, middle-aged men all standing at their best in line with crude spears and wooden swords and whatnot, trying to stand at attention. And he just kind of looks to you guys. It's a work in progress. They're getting there.
So, well, it's better than nothing, I suppose.
Yes, give me some time and I'll make them a fine militia. But yeah, so with that, he walks out and he says, well, my friends, I wish you luck on your journeys, but farewell. And he starts walking off towards his men to start shouting and doing drills, essentially. So, what are you guys doing? What's the plan?
I don't know if there's anything I need.
Well, to the inn, I suppose.
All right. Oh yeah. If everyone is fine with that, we are more than welcome
I
to
think
do that.
that's good for me.
Sounds Great. Lausian, I'm sure, is nodding in the corner.
Yes, Glacian's nodding so hard.
Oh yeah, vigorously. Okay,
Mhm.
so you guys make your way over, and then is there anything in particular, like anybody you want to talk to or anything you want to do at the inn, or do y'all want to, just say you had your dinner and everyone got to bed easy enough? What's the plan?
Lausian is done with this week. I think that's how long it's been.
Yeah, I think maybe we're all dead tired this time.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, it's been a hard, I don't know, I ruined my calendar by misclicking hours and days, so it's been at least like 3 to 4 days at least. But you guys enter the proprietor of the inn. He, easy enough, excited to see you guys, Toblin. Obviously, you guys get pestered by Elsa a little bit, peppering you with questions, but you are able to have a meal, which Toblin gives you guys on the house for, just helping out around town, because word is spread, and he's also just very happy, and he thinks you guys are part of the reason Sildar got elected mayor. But after, a nice night, feasting and, not too much partying, you guys have a quick meal and a nice good one, and you guys, have your baths or go straight to bed, and you have a nice, eventful rest. And Roz, you just hear the rumbling of thunder in your dreams, but nothing too crazy. Tordek, you have a nice little flumph kind of running around in a field with you. And Lausian, you actually have a dream about your sister. But it's like kind of interspersed with like imagery that maybe makes you a little bit uncomfortable. Like it's not like a super what's the word I'm thinking of, where you like feel like you have a lot of control of your dreams and everything's very clear.
Lucid.
Yeah, it's not like a really lucid dream. It's kind of just in and out, but you just kind of get the feeling after it that, I don't know, it just almost makes you almost like a little worried for your sister. But, when you wake up, you are able to realize it was a dream, but it was just strange. Like, you could have swore at least at one moment in the dream, you, like, saw your little forest town just kind of in ruins, and, like, everything around it just kind of burnt away. But it's just a dream. It's just a dream. Alright, but you guys all wake up. You are free to do what you want. Do y'all want to do anything in particular in the inn, or you just have your meals and you get out?
I don't really have a choice.
Sorry.
Roz is gonna go to, what's his name? Toblin? Is that his name?
Yeah, he's the owner of the inn. Mm-hmm.
He's going to say, do you know anything about any property for sale in the city?
Well, I do believe that there have been quite a few homes and smaller buildings. Some people are offering for sale. Some, honestly, I think they might have just been abandoned. But those would obviously go toward the town ownership, so Sildar would probably be able to sell those that were just abandoned. But yes, I do believe there are actually some pieces of land and houses here for sale. Why? Are you looking to move into Phandalin? I'm sure we would all welcome you with open arms with everything you've done.
Oh, perhaps. Just, have some ideas stirring.
Well, good man. When you're ready, I would say just speak with Sildar. I'm sure he could either connect you with someone or offer some of the abandoned land to you himself. That is exciting. Thank you for talking to me about this, Roz. This town would be wonderful to have people like you in it. I bet you could make some mighty fine sheriffs or deputies.
Yes, perhaps. We'll see. Well, thank you for the info.
Of course, of course. Well, good luck wherever your travels take you today.
Alrighty.
Awesome. Are you guys buying any stuff before you head out? Or...
Say, I might check out the, wherever has... Was it Lion Shield Coster? Is that where the...
Yeah. Lion Shield Coster has equipment. What are you trying to get?
I don't know. Just want to know what exists.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah. You guys make your way over to Lion Shield Coster. You are greeted by Lenine. Oh, hello, my friends. It's good to see you again. She's very excited. What can I do for you today? Oh, I have so many things. I just got a new shipment of wares from Neverwinter. Your little friend on the Tribord Trail is doing good work, making sure I get my shipments on time, no harassment.
Just want to see what you have.
Oh, why of course, Tordek, why of course. Let us see, what could I do to make you an even more fearsome warrior? So, let's see here. Trying to remember, Tordek wears armor, right?
No, because I have, I might wear really light armor. Hold on, I don't remember. I've got some...
So Barbarian's big thing, right, is, so you have...
I was like, I know I've got a certain armor class based on my...
Oh, so you actually aren't wearing any armor, Tordek, because as a Barbarian, you can get it from your... Constitution and Dexterity modifier if you... I want to say it's not wearing armor, but let me say, because there is something to do with Barbarians, and medium armor is okay.
Where it is.
So let's see. So, alright, so Raging still works as long as you aren't wearing heavy armor. Unarmored defense. Oh, okay, yeah. So while you're not wearing any armor, your armor class is 10 plus Dex plus your con.
Yes.
But you can technically wear medium armor. So let's see. I mean, does she even have anything that would beat your massive?
I think that's why every time I've looked, I haven't found anything that like beats it.
Yeah, because you do have a super high con. She looks. Oh, here, let me look in the back. Let's see here. No, too big, too heavy. Oh, not too heavy. He is strong, but I don't know. It'd be a little hard to constrict those muscles. And she's like, those muscles. And she comes out and she brings out a breastplate and like it's kind of like pauldrons that would go on your arms and like some legs. She effectively pulls out what is a set of half plate. Which would technically give you an AC of 15 plus your Dex modifier to a maximum of 2, which yours is 2, so that would put your AC at 17.
That'd be +1.
Yep. It's kind of hard because you are hitting the upper limits of AC essentially. But let's see here, so with your shield right now you can get up to 18. With a shield with this plate you could get up to 19. You could technically do a heavy armor, which would get you higher, but you like wouldn't be able to rage and stuff in it.
Nah.
She says, so this will be great for defending yourself. But I also, let's see what I have back here. Weapons. Oh, he already has a mighty great axe. What can even top something like that? I guess there's a halberd here. There's a great sword. She like just starts throwing all this stuff on the table. Maybe a big war hammer. That would be nice. Maybe you hold 2 hammers and you smash twice the heads. There's also a battle axe. It's like a little smaller than your great axe, so you can use it with a shield. Maybe you don't want to crush heads, you want to cut them in half. Yeah, she essentially throws out a bunch of weapons, but unfortunately she doesn't really have anything magical. So yeah, it kind of just depends
and I
on.
assume nothing's necessarily like stronger than what I.
You know what? She will say this. She brings out a longsword, and she says, you might like this, actually. You see, it's made of silver. You know about the effects of silver, yes?
Met some were-rats. Couldn't hit them.
Oh, I'm sure that was frustrating for a mighty warrior like you. This could definitely help you out, you know. You could cut them right open. No problem at all.
How much is the silver sword?
Well, let me see. With your discount, I would say it is about... Let's see, so there's the sword and there's the silvering of the sword, but then I take my discount into account. I would say it is about 55 gold. It is a mighty piece. Oh, and if you do want the half plate, I would say that would be about... my armor half off would be... Oh, yes, that would be a solid... Oh my god, 325 gold. But for you, I could say 300 gold. Because I like you, big one.
I will take the sword. I don't like not being able to kill.
Of course. So,
You said
she...
55?
Yeah. Hands you over a silvered longsword. I'll add that to your sheet after we're done tonight. I'll just make a note of it here. She's like, and is there anything for anyone else?
I'm not sure anything would be much use to me.
If you need, I could offer you a few more bullets. I was able to get the shipment in.
I think I still have quite a few, thank you though.
Oh, alright. That is good to hear. How about you, Lassian? Has that armor I got you, has it been working out well for you?
I'm still alive, so it must be.
Logic.
Of course. Well, I mean, hey, could I interest you in the half plate? I mean, it's more protection.
I think I'll pass for now, but maybe in the future.
Of course. Alright, well, I need to go do some inventory, unfortunately. If there's nothing else I can do for you, thank you for patronizing the Lion Shield Coaster. And she will run out back and start, you just kind of hear things crashing around as she starts counting things. Alright, so, anything else, or are you guys headed out of Phandalin?
You can go check in on Gorog, see how he's doing.
Sure, yeah. You guys go check on Gorog. I assume someone knocks on the door, and you see a little curtain kind of just pop out just a teeny bit. You see a big orcish eye as he opens the door. Oh, Chieftain, you're back. Adabra is so nice. I think I'm learning even faster. But that's not to say you're not a good teacher, Roz. Thank you.
Of course, my
Just
friend.
wanted to know you were settling in.
Yes. Adabra is showing me all about herbs and how to crush them and what to do. She's pretty funny too. She knows lots of jokes.
That's great news, my friend.
So, do I just need to stay here for a little longer?
I got scared.
Well, what do you want to do?
Oh, please, Chieftain, please. I'm learning so much.
Yes, maybe you should stay and learn, and we will go try to find another friend who is in danger.
Oh, that's good. I know you can do it. You can save him. If you guys could take down a whole orc tribe, I'm sure whatever has your friend, you'll beat them right up.
Good. We're glad you are happy. We wanted to make sure before we left town.
Ah, thank you, Chieftain.
And don't forget the stone you have if anything goes wrong.
He lifts it up. Of course, Chieftain, as you hear it in your ear. Yeah, so he's just excited. Yeah, so you guys head out of there, I would assume.
Yeah, we'll take
Yeah.
our leave.
Sure.
All right. Good luck, everyone. I'm sure you can do it.
I had lasagna.
Alright,
last
oh,
night.
before I forget, and then I want to give Lausian and Tordek one
No,
health
but the
potion
whole night
each.
kind of-
Oh, nice,
Oh.
nice. There you go.
Thank you,
Sweet.
my friend. How do I end that?
So I'm just gonna drag it, where it should be fine.
Alright.
Alright, so you get a potion, you get 2 less potions, and you also get a potion, Lausian. Alright. So, what now? Say it's roughly 9, 10 in the morning.
Hey, do you guys see
Well,
my bone?
I suppose we should go find our friend.
Yes. Gundren has been captive for
Alright.
Should we let
No, but don't you wanna
Barthen
Google
know that we
phrase?
are
Like, I felt
taking
like
Bessie
I had to
again?
know more.
I suppose.
Alright, you guys begin making your way towards Barthen's, and as you're pulling up to park there, you see his assistant run out and he says, Oi, hold on, he's real pissed. What? He just found out you were in town. Hey, boss. And you see as Harbin runs outside. Well, there you fellers are. You didn't stop by to let me know. Oh, is Bessie all right? And he goes to give her a good scruff on her head. Oh, I hope they didn't treat you too poorly, gal. Well, are you here
Oh,
to...
nothing even happened
You would
to
never
Bessie at all.
Oh man, yeah, she's got too much gear on her to pull the wagon. He doesn't notice. Maybe slightly thinner hair where the freaking dragon tried to pick her up. But he says, "Well, are you're here to return her, right? I mean, unless you want to take her out again."
We could use it. Also, I think I'll whisper to Tordek. Tordek, do you just want to buy the cow?
She is very useful.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you're not like trying to be secretive about hearing that, he says, well, I mean, I guess I do have other animals, let me, whew, geez, I think I could probably come up with a figure. Well, if you're serious, how about you just give me a down payment of 10 gold and I'll get you a fair deal sorted back when you come back. Just think of it as down payment and maybe part of your rental fee. You are all good.
Listen, that seems fair. I don't know what you guys think.
It works for me.
Oh, excuse me. Just kidding. Actually, who am I kidding? I'm a man of business. What can I say? So, actually, Bessie here, 1 ox would be about 15 gold. Now, a wagon on the other hand, that would be, geez, that would be, I'd say just only another, whew, geez.
Just another 10 million gold.
Yeah, just 10 million gold. So actually that'd be about 35 gold. So 50 gold total for good old Bessie in the wagon. And I'll even throw in a couple sacks of feed for you.
I'll chip in 15 toward that.
Lausian will say, I'll chip in another 15.
I can cover the other 20.
20. Yep. Awesome.
She is yours after all.
Man, it's a pleasure doing business with you, I guess. Well, Bessie, you've been a good gal to me. You take care of these folks. They're pretty good uns. Keep an eye on them, all right? And he says, well, wherever you fellers are headed, hope you can get back quick. I feel a lot safer with you fellas here. Especially with that dragon running around.
We appreciate it. We'll bring her back to visit. I think she'd like that.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'd miss you too much if you never came back, Bessie. Well, I won't keep you folks any longer. Just be safe out there. And he just kind of shouts at his assistants to get back to work as he starts making his way back to his little shop. And I would assume you guys head out?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, as our fellers make their way back to the Sword Coast, headed to the north where they figure Cragmaw Castle to be, where they can finally find their friend Gundren, we will end our episode there, and we will see you next time. Bye!